This morning we're on a hop-on, hop-off bus, and everyone's got a balcony, and I've discovered that that's where they hang their clothes, so you don't have clothes hanging out like you see in other countries. They're all in. Here's a big, long Roman aqueduct that brought water into the city. There's a World War II air base around here. I do see lots of Quonset huts. This was a World War II air base. It was very important in the fight against the Nazis. This is the Malta Aviation Museum. These Quonset huts have all been converted into artisan workshops. I think we're going to pass, but it sure looks interesting. This is the U.S. Embassy out here in the suburbs. Very nice, guarded. Vineyard over here. The grapes don't get very much water, so the flavors are intense. You have to grow the grapes in protected valleys because it's so hot and dry. It's Malta, which is right in the center of the island. And it's here with lots of crooked streets so the people could hide and protect themselves from pirates. One reason for being inland. Dome of the church is the third largest unsupported dome in the world after St. Peter's and Hagia Sophia in Istanbul. A bomb was dropped on this church during World War II. But the bomb did not explode, and there were people inside at the time, and so that is viewed as a miracle. And many years after the war, the man who dropped the bomb came and visited and apologized, and the people gladly accepted his apology. And over here are the traditional buildings. These look to be in pretty good repair. It's the Malta Church, built in the 1800s. Up to the town of Medina. This is one of the best walled cities in Europe, and for being such a dry island, they certainly have green lawn. Now this is pretty cool. And these are streets the cars share with the pedestrians. This is probably the Archbishop's Palace. And here's the cathedral. Another church just right down there. Here's an example of the twisted streets. Then more protection from attack by having twisted, crooked streets. This is a Carmelite priory. Just beautiful in here. Very small. Now we're up on the ramparts and can see little vegetable plots. And down there is Malta with the large dome, the third largest unsupported dome in the world. A little chapel in here to Saint Agatha. Little being the operative word, this is it. Here we are, back at the gate, and there's the police station. Here's the city gate. A couple minutes away by sightseeing bus from Medina is Rabat, and over here is a Roman villa. There's the Roman villa. This is the peristyle and garden of this Roman house. There were a lot of decorative elements, including marble masks, a disc of marble wood or wax with carved reliefs on both sides, which would have been hung between two columns of a peristyle in honor of the gods. The central element of this courtyard is the drinking doves. The design was copied from a painting from Pergamon, probably a hallway, and the mosaic survives in almost its entirety and is constructed in two different techniques. The external bands are made in opus tessellatum, which uses small marble tesserae, while the central mosaic is constructed in opus scutatum, which consists of black, white, and green shaped marble tiles, giving the illusion of receding cubes. And here we have a statue of the Emperor Claudius, 1st century AD. And here we are in the dining room. It's a very small dining room. A little bit of the original floor still visible. This is the rest of the house and some buildings behind for the poorer people, probably servants. And we just learned that these buses do not follow the printed schedule. We were at the bus stop at least 5 minutes early, and he didn't show up. So this guy, this is a different bus, he's either 15 minutes late or he's 15 minutes early. They evidently raised money for this church by selling a lot of eggs. Somewhere over here there were once some Roman baths with hot and cold running water. They also grew cotton around here. They used it for sails on their ships or off to the coast. It's a nice Radisson Hotel here at Golden Bay. It's a major tourist area. It's 30 degrees out here. That's pretty warm. There were a bunch of lighthouses, and that's one of them. And there's one out there in the distance. It was to warn the people that an attack was about to occur. This is probably St. George's Bay. Looks quite nice. They're making salt over here. Yeah, we're down to the waterfront again. Here's one of the warning towers. Buildings around here date to World War II. And there were barracks and officers' housing. And now they've been converted into schools and gyms and stuff. This is St. Julian's. Nice beach, lots of boats. Definitely the more upscale area. There's Valletta from this side of the harbor.